guys, welcome to Home Sweet Homeschool. If you're new here, my name is Ashley and I'm a homeschooling mom to one. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you kind of a recap of our third 6 weeks of homeschool. So this would have taken place November and December. So of course December hasn't ended yet, but we are wrapping up our school for the end of this year. So I want to talk to you about how it all went. So it's just going to be really quick. Let's start with math, for instance. We've been using teaching textbooks. We have upgraded to the 4.0 edition, and it's still going really good. Now, my son's not required to do it every single day because we do Funschooling journals also. So he does teaching textbooks a couple times a week. He's really enjoyed the new back screens, the calculator that is actually on the side of the screen. It's got a lot of really neat updates, and we're enjoying 4.0, so I hope to show you that soon in a video. So teaching textbooks is going well. Also for math, he uses Are You a Math Genius? That is a Thinking Tree Funschooling journal, and he has so much fun doing that book. We're so glad we purchased that, and he just does that 1 or 2 times a week, along with Math Mysteries, that is also a Funschooling journal, and I'll try to link those below in case you want to see what they look like on the inside, because we're actually enjoying those a lot. So let's see what else. For our read aloud, we started in November reading the book Hatchet. I wasn't sure how he was going to like the book, but we were starting a survival camping unit, and I knew we had to read this book, and we really enjoyed it. It was kind of slow at first for him, and he wasn't really into it, but as the boy in the book had to learn how to survive out there in the wild because he had no idea when someone was going to come rescue him or if they were going to come, it got more interesting to him. And so we read the book, and then we also, you can find it free on YouTube. There is a Hatchet movie. Now it's old. It's an older movie, but it was still good, and it went along with the book really well. So definitely check that out. So that was our read aloud for then. And then we only did one Tuttle Twins book this month, or this semester, or not semester, my goodness. This 6 weeks, we did one book. We did The Road to Serfdom, and I can't tell you how much we are enjoying these books. This one was about unintended consequences, and it was really something my son had never thought about. It's like being careful what you wish for, because you may get it, but then there are consequences to it. And so he enjoyed this, and he was able to make some real life connections to the beach town that we've been going to for years. And so that was really neat to see him make those connections. So we can't wait to do the next Tuttle Twin book, but this is the one we did for this 6 weeks. Now, November, we did something a little different. We broke away from Gather Round for just a little bit because my son was interested in wilderness and survival and camping. And so he wanted me to put something together for him, and so I did, and I did share that in a video. You can go and check that out. I'm just going to show you real quickly what it looked like. We used this Ranger Rick National Parks book so that we could study the national parks along with it. Our main book was the Bear Grylls Survival Camp. This is an awesome book if you have little boys. Great book. And then we also used the Junior Ranger Activity book. This was just fun. It has Mad Libs and puzzles and quizzes, and this was fun for him to do while we were studying this. And then we also used from Campfire Curriculums, we used With the Skills of a Camper. You need to go check them out. I will link their website down below. They have a lot of different unit studies. Now, these are not going to be like all encompassing where you learn all the subjects, but they are meant to be extracurricular, about 20 minutes a day. So you definitely want to go and check them out. And they even have holiday versions, so you want to go look at those things too. We enjoyed this, and this was very helpful in my planning. Now, in November, I planned around 16 lessons because I know we get kind of burnt out with unit studies and we don't always finish them. But in all reality, it was a beautiful fall where we live, and so we spent a lot of our time just outside, and we didn't get to every lesson. We got to about 11, but what we did do, we learned a lot. We learned about identifying poisonous snakes. We learned how to start a fire. We learned, how to keep warm, how to build a shelter, and this was very helpful along with that Bear Grylls book in teaching those things. So since we didn't finish, what I did, and the reason why I have this behind me here, is I just added it to this bookshelf. I added our Campfire Curriculums along with the other books that I just showed you. I put it on our bookshelf, so if that interest comes up again, then he can just run right here to this bookshelf, and he can grab that, and he can learn more when he wants to. And the way we recorded our learning is I just made him a little blank notebook, and he was able to notebook some of the things that he had learned. This was the day that we were identifying leaves and poisonous plants and things like that. And yeah, this was the poisonous plants. And we learned like how to survive a bear attack and a wolf attack. And then this is what to do if you've been bitten by a snake. And then at the back of the notebook, this is where we called them park snapshots, where we learned about the national parks. We watched videos from the Waldock Way. She had a whole playlist of the national parks. So we would watch the video, and it was like taking a picture of the things he liked the most about that park or he thought was interesting. So that was from the Great Smoky Mountains. We did the Everglades. We did Yosemite. And so all of this is going to be on this bookshelf. And if he has that interest again, it's there and he can use it. So then if you watch my December plans video, we decided not to do Gather Round Christmas. We had done it last year. It doesn't mean that we're not doing Christmas things, because we love Christmas. But we just wanted to go in a different direction. Artist came out from Gather Round. If you are thinking of doing a unit, if you've never tried Gather Round, or if you're wondering what unit to do next, I definitely recommend Artist. We are having so much fun with it. We're taking it really, really slow. We're going about 1 to 2 lessons a week, and we are just immersing ourselves in that lesson. We have learned about painters. We've learned about poets. We've learned about ballet. We are having a great time. And I think next week we get to learn about cartoonists, and it's going to be so much fun. Or not next week. When I'm filming this, it will be next week, but it will actually be Christmas next week when you watch this. So we will actually get through about lesson 5 or 6 before we break for Christmas holidays. We are loving that unit, and I definitely recommend you check it out. It's a little different from the other units, and we are truly enjoying it. So we do Gather Round usually Tuesdays or Wednesdays, and the rest of the week we are Funschooling. So I did mention that in my December plans, and I wasn't sure how it was going to go. It was something we wanted to try, and so far so good. It's something new, so it took a little getting used to for my son. He had to have a little bit of prompting and a little bit of instruction on how to use the videos, how to use the Funschooling journals. On this shelf, I call this our Funschooling Unschooling bookshelf. It's got all of our unschooling journals up here, and then it also has tons of reference books or books that my son is interested in. He loves nonfiction, so the majority of these books are nonfiction books, and they're books that contain all kinds of information. Those are his favorite kind of books. So this is our bookshelf that we use. It just stays in my bedroom because we usually homeschool downstairs, like in our living room and kitchen table and things. So it stays down here, so he has access to it. So it's going pretty good. Yes, it does take some prompting, because you have to remember, we were public schoolers before this. This is only our 3rd year homeschooling, and it is hard to go from being told exactly what to learn to you having free will. And he'll admit it. He'll say, I'm not sure what I want to learn about today. So we're learning. This is new to us, and we're learning. I've joined the Funschooling Moms support group on Facebook, and it has been very, very helpful in our journey. And so we're enjoying it for December. We look forward to Thursdays and Fridays when we do this Funschooling, and I look forward to seeing what he chooses. And I hope to share more about this journey come January when I share our 4th 6 weeks. But as of right now, it's going really good. I will link the Funschooling journals that we're using and enjoying, so that maybe you can check them out. There are flip-throughs on Amazon. If you scroll to the bottom of the page, there are a lot of them that moms have made videos and flip through so you can see. So that's our update. That was our 3rd 6 weeks. We enjoyed our camping unit. We have enjoyed Artists. We've enjoyed Funschooling. And I just can't wait to see where next year takes us and what other things we decide to learn and do in our homeschool. So, of course, if you're watching this, it's getting very close to Christmas. I'm actually going to take the week of Christmas off, so there will be no new video here at Home Sweet Homeschool the week of Christmas, because I just want to enjoy that week with my family. But I hope that you are having a wonderful holiday season, that you're all healthy, and you're getting to spend time together and do those family traditions you always do, and I hope you have a very Merry Christmas. And as always, thank you so much for watching.